Do you feel like you're bombarded with messages that you have to hustle hard and have it all? My guest today, Erin Youngren, says that can create a cycle of stress and comparison, and she's got the secret to getting out of that mindset and into a much more productive one. Why Savor is the new hustle is coming up next. Welcome to Happiness Adventure. I'm Lisa, and together we'll explore ways to cultivate real joy in our lives. I heard that you have a saying that savor is the new hustle.
Yep.
And I didn't quite know what that meant, but it sounded so good. I wanted to learn more. So tell us a little bit about what that expression means to you and why you kind of embrace it as a philosophy.
Yes. So I feel like there is this message today, and sometimes it's a very overt message, and sometimes it's a very subtle message that we need to have it all, we need to do it all, and we need to be it all. And sometimes it's as simple as scrolling through social media that message is there because you see everybody having it all, doing it all, being it all. And then I know for me, I feel like I have to do that too. And all of a sudden I find myself hustling, getting it done, doing it all. And then my life is characterized by stress, by anxiety, and it's driven by this underlying hustle. Instead, what if we let our lives be driven by our vision? And what is it that we want in our life? What is it that we want to bring into reality? What do we want our life to look like outside of what everyone else does and says? And so instead, in order to do that, what if we savored? What if we slowed down? What if we paused? And what if we savored what we have and have gratitude for that? And then instead of, doing all of these other things, instead you have a life that's characterized by your purpose, by bringing that vision into reality. You have a life that's filled with passion. You have a life that is filled with gratitude and fulfillment. And so that's what I mean by savor, by stopping, slowing down, pausing, and understanding what is your vision and what is it that you want, and letting your life being driven by that versus being driven by this sense of hustle.
That's so wise. And I know that you work really, really hard. So you've taken a business from a photography business that was at your kitchen table to one of the most preeminent photography businesses in the city and in probably the world. So, and in addition, you're a mom, you're a writer, you're hosting a new podcast.
Yes.
So tease out for me the difference between hustle and hard work and savoring and how that all works.
Yes. So I don't mean to say that hustle is a terrible thing, because there are times that hustle is required. But if that hustle is helping you bring your vision into reality, then it becomes a positive impact in your life instead of being this thing that's life-taking, it becomes life-giving. But for me, it's hustle cannot be something that happens all the time. It needs to be, periodic things where it's like, I need to get this thing launched, or we need to make this happen, or there's gonna be a period of my life where I'm hustling towards this.
Erin, a lot of people might recognize that they're in the hustle mindset and they want to switch over to the more positive savoring life. What's a step that they can take to kind of make that transition? What's the process like?
Yeah, our coach gave us this exercise that I think was a big transition point for me from going from a hustle mindset to a savor mindset. And it was, she wanted me to clarify my vision. What do I want my life to look like? What do I want? And that question is so simple, and it's so simple that it can be a little overwhelming. What do I want? Oh my gosh. But she had me sit down and make a calendar of what I wanted my life to look like. And I was not allowed to put my business on the calendar. I was only allowed to put my life on the calendar. What do I want out of my life? Do I want date nights? Do I want to work out? Do I want to go on walks? Do I want to wake up early and read my Bible? Or do I want to have time to read books at night? Do I want to sit and watch TV? What do I want out of my life? Do I want to go on vacations? And put those on the calendar first. And then the time that is left over, that is the time that I get for my business. And it's a really powerful exercise because you have to get honest with what you really want to do with your time. You have to get honest with the fact, do I want to work out? And, be honest with saying yes or no. What do I actually want out of my vacations? Do I want to travel? Do I want to see the world? Do I want to spend a summer abroad? Do I want to, what do you want to do? And you have to get really honest with that. This is the life I want. I want to be able to spend time with my son. I want to be able to have a great marriage, and I want to run my business. And these are the hours I want to be able to run my business in. So I need to fit my business to fit what I want my life to be, not for my life to fit what my business is going to be. Yeah. So it's a whole mindset shift that I've learned over the years.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for being here and for sharing the Savor mindset, and what a beautiful message for us to keep in mind as we live our lives.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This is so much fun.
I've been speaking to Erin Youngren about why Savor is the new hustle. The link to all of Erin's resources is in the description box right below this video. While you're there in the comments section, let me know one step you might take to switch to a Savor mindset from a hustle one. Subscribe to Feed Your Happy with a bite-sized video each week, and I look forward to seeing you soon for our next happiness adventure.